Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So Jason Jae has emerged to the new head of house. It's the first head of house for BBNAIJA Season 10. This season we'll have the very first head of house and it was a challenge, right? The head of house challenge was a good one. I'm going to give you a rundown. Of course, it's a new day already. It's past 12 midnight here. And of course, yesterday, which was Sunday, we had the 14 housemates, male housemates going to the house. Now, there's supposed to be 15, but according to what I heard, the 15th person didn't complete the lockdown, according to what I saw online, allegedly. Okay? So we have 29 housemates. So how did the head of house challenge start? Big Brother asked all the housemates to go into the arena, and then he told them there were 3 levels to this challenge. The first one was for them to replicate a design. There was a paper with an image, and they were supposed to stack up the planks, the wooden, elements there. And then the first 10 people to complete that first round, when who gets it correctly, you complete it and you get it correctly, you move to the second round.
The first 10 housemates to recreate the image correctly will move on to the next level. If there is a tie.
At the end of that, we saw that Jason, Thelma, Gigi Jasmine, Bright Morgan, Victory, Tracy, Joanna, and Sultana were the only people that were chosen. People had already said it were going to be 10, but eventually he said they were going to be 8. Why? Because according to Big Brother, he says it's been a long day and that, rather that they finish the head of house challenge as soon as possible so that they can go and rest. So we had 8 people move to the next round. Now, these 8 people were going to be split into twos, like, 2, 2, 2, 2. So what did he do? He told them to go pick an egg that had a number, and some didn't have numbers. So 4 people chose the one that had numbers, others chose ones that didn't have numbers. So you're supposed to pair with one person. If you have a number, you have to pair with someone else that doesn't have a number. And that's how we got 4 groups of 2s. Now, the second round was for them to stay at each end. They have a beam they should walk on, but in between 2 beams is a table that has gold bars. So you walk from your end at the sound of the buzzer and go and pick the gold bars one by one, your legs not touching the ground, even when you drop it. And at the end of the buzzer of 2 minutes, 2-minute time, once the buzzer sounds that you stop, the ninja will count the number of bars that you have. If you have more bars, you win, you go to the final round. If you do not have, you drop out. And if there's a tie, guess what? There'll be a tiebreaker because we had a tie between Thelma and, of course, Sultana.
It is time for a tiebreaker. Thelma Lawson.
Yes, Big Brother.
Better luck next time.
Thank you.
After that, we saw that Jason Jae emerged for himself and Victory. So Jason Jae and Victory were partners. Now remember, this is the game, right? So I realized that you also need to know who you're choosing. Big Brother had not told them that whoever you choose, when you're choosing, if you have a number, you choose somebody that doesn't have a number, is going to be the person you're going to be playing against, right? So some people probably felt that it was going to be somebody on my team. Apparently, you were choosing the person you were going to play against. So I'm sure that the Victory knew that he was going to play against Jason Jae. He would just, he would just choose a lady. I mean, definitely, because he feels like he's a guy, he can quickly do that. But he chose Jason Jae, that's Victory, chose Jason Jae without knowing exactly what the next round would look like. It was after they chose each other, or after he chose Jason Jae, because he had the number, Jason Jae didn't have a number, so it's the right of the person who has a number, who picked the egg with a number, to choose who doesn't have a number. So when Victory chose Jason Jae, he didn't know that he was going to be playing against Jason Jae, right? So at the end of the day, Jason Jae won that round. Okay, so in the long run, we saw that Jason Jae won for himself in Victory. Sultana won. We also saw the fact that Sultana won for herself and Thelma against Thelma because Thelma and herself had a tie. So they had to do a tiebreaker by picking some cards. When the person with the highest number, she chose 5. Thelma chose 3. So Sultana won. Then we saw that Joanna and Tracy played against each other, and of course, Joanna won also. And then we had Bright Morgan and Gigi Jasmine, and of course Bright Morgan won. And then it was time for the final round. Jason Jae, Bright Morgan, Sultana, and of course Joanna. Now, they had 5 boxes, right? So I apparently remember that it was supposed to be 10 people, but eventually it was 8 people. So if we had 10 people, 5 people would have participated in the final round. So we had 5 boxes, but we had 4 finalists. So Big Brother said, this is it. There were a bunch of keys on each box. Now, 4 finalists, choose your box. Walk up to any box you want. And at the sound of the buzzer, you shall open the box, right? If you're lucky enough to open it fast, that's fine. Open it, try the keys down, the bunch of keys, and whoever opens the box first and brings out the treasure inside and lifts his hand or her hand up, emerges the head of house, the head of house for the season. And after that was done, at the sound of the buzzer, they started, and in less than about 5-6 seconds, Jason Jae opened his box, pulled out the treasure from the box, and raised it up, and he emerged as the first head of house for this season. And that was how the head of house challenge played out. So we have a new head of house. His name is Jason Jae. And after that, people would ask him, who would they like to share the privileges of the head of house room with? Of the head of house, because he didn't mention room. We don't know what his privileges are yet. Because tomorrow, or today, we'll have the head of house challenger. But he chose Doris. Nobody saw that coming. I would have thought he would probably choose something like Sultana or something, but he didn't choose any of them. I thought he was even going to choose Bright Mom because he was looking at the guy. But after some few seconds, he chose Doris. Even Doris was surprised that he chose her.
Doris.
The dynamics of this game is becoming, interesting as the day go by. As we stand right now, I'm watching them right now. They're just having some things to eat, they're enjoying themselves. I think Mayweather just wants them to be lively and to enjoy themselves tonight. And that's it right now. In the morning, I'm definitely going to bring you some updates and let you know what I think about some things that have happened last night after the guys joined the house. There's something I want to talk about right between what's her name, Day Day and Jason Jae that happened, and there are a lot of other housemates that are talking about it. On that's it on this video. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and guess what? You get notified whenever I post a video. Go on all social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok. I'm posting there also. Go engage, go comment, let us have fun together. Let us, support our faves. Let's create magic this season, right? And remember, on Saturdays, I'll be live. I'm going to let you know the time. I'm going to come live. We're going to have a conversation. You all can come online. Let's have a conversation about this season of Big Brother. All right, guys, until next time I come over again very soon, it's bye for now.